What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm your boy NarikChase, and in this video we're going to be reviewing Halo Cryptum. Now, for those who don't know, I am a huge Halo fan. Not only do I like the characters, the setting, I just like the overall story because I think it's interesting and it has a lot of great sci-fi elements in it. Now, Halo Cryptum is the first installment in the Forerunner trilogy, and of course this is going to be telling the story of the Forerunners before their mysterious disappearance, eons before the current events of our Halo. Now, the story ends up following this young Forerunner named Bornstellar, who ends up going on this adventure. He's a very different type of Forerunner who isn't all about knowledge. He's actually more rebellious, he's more adventurous. Him along with two humans, Chaka and Riza, end up going on this adventure to find treasure and end up stumbling upon something bigger. Now, the story itself is really interesting, and it's great seeing the lifestyle, the society of the Forerunners. They're really interesting and advanced alien race, the apex species in the galaxy. So it was great seeing that. Now, I will say the story is a really big slow burn. Like, it is really slow. If you're thinking there's going to be action, if you're thinking it's just going to be cool shit and everything, you're not going to get that. It's actually told from Bornstellar's perspective. So he's this young Forerunner, and the book comes out as this big learning experience of the character. So not only is he learning and he's developing and he's growing, but we're doing the exact same thing with that character. So this feels more like a teaching experience for Bornstellar rather than the actual story being told. Is this a good thing? In a lot of aspects, yes, because like I said, it works because we're learning more about what's going on during the Forerunners era, as well as seeing this character develop, and I really appreciate it about that story. But like I said, it is a really big slow burn, and really there's no action in it. Yes, there's some interesting moments, and there's a lot of historical events that are revealed, especially if you're a fan of the Halo series. There's a lot of things that happened in the past during the Forerunner era and before that is revealed, and it actually gives the series a bit more context and depth. Now, the characters for the most part are actually pretty interesting. I really did like Bornstellar. He's one of those characters I can actually root for. He's really interesting and a hell of a lot more different. And plus, I'm a young boy. I was rebellious, so I can identify with that character. Also, Chaka and Riza, I actually liked them. They were pretty cool characters. And I did kind of like this relationship that they kind of had with Bornstellar. Yes, the Forerunners and humans aren't really the coolest of cool, but they managed to actually grow together. And I really like their dynamic. I really like their dynamic. I thought Riza had some of the funniest lines in the story. It was all the three of the characters actually were pretty cool characters. Now, the story does emphasize more about the Didact as well as the librarian. For those who don't know, they are husband and wife. And whereas the Didact comes in at Halo 4 as this harbinger that wants to get rid of humanity, the librarian wants to save it. So it's interesting seeing that the husband and the wife have two totally different and opposing ideologies. Now, you do learn about both of them, but you learn more about the Didact and you get a bit more perspective on his character. If he came off as a douchebag in Halo 4, you have a really good reason to learn about his character and why. Check out the audiobook, and I thought the reading was absolutely awesome. Halter Graham did a great job with the reading, did a great job giving characterization to the various characters, had a really good pacing, and I guess that has to do with the writing too. Like I said, it is a bit of a slow burn, and there are some things you can miss if you're not fully paying attention to it. And I do like the fact that you get to learn so much more about the Forerunners. Now, there are some people that don't like things being revealed, and they think the Forerunners being as mysterious as they are, because even though the games are focused on the Forerunners, you don't really get to know much about them. Like, they go back into the ancient past, where humans were actually as advanced, almost as advanced, if not almost as advanced as the Forerunners, and what led up to the human Forerunner war, the origins of the flood. Like, they do a great job of just giving a lot of great exposition as to all of that, and it's done really well. It's really interesting. I thought it was awesome, and I like the fact that that they did take the time, and even the delivery about how the Forerunner's technology is and how information is passed and downloaded. I thought that was a great way of actually implementing all of these revelations into the story. In the end, Halo Cryptum is not only a good book, it's a pretty good addition to the Halo series. And if this book is any indication of how great the Forerunner saga is going to be, I'm definitely willing to go ahead and go get the next one. Halo Cryptum definitely deserves 4 out of 5. Is definitely a good read, worth reading. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know, have you read Halo Cryptum? What did you think about it? And also tell me, what did you think about the whole backstory behind the Forerunners, humanity, as well as the flood? Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and the notification button to get the best of what's going on this channel.